Amy Coney Barrett is set to be confirmed by the Republican-controlled Senate, and it's likely to happen today, landing Donald Trump his third. That's 3 Supreme Court confirmations before the upcoming election. The final vote is scheduled at 7:30 p.m. Eastern time on Monday, meaning that if things are going as scheduled, it's happening right now as we speak. 30 days after Trump announced he was nominating Barrett for the seat left vacant by Justice Ruth Bader Ginsburg, who died on September 18th. The vote could be held later, though, if Democrats force delays, which means that the vote is happening right now. Democrats are not able to do anything, including forced delays. The White House is considering holding a swearing-in ceremony for Barrett after the vote, either late Monday, meaning tonight, or Tuesday, according to an administration official. Now, there were some attempts by Democrats to filibuster, but to filibuster virtually. Let's see how that went.
Hi, everybody, and thank you for joining us for Our Court, Our Voices digital rally. We're going to go right through until 7 p.m. tonight, which is when we think Mitch McConnell and his Republican-led Senate are going to hold a vote on Amy Coney Barrett.
Vote early, vote with your friends, call everyone you know across the country, make your voices heard. That is how we will end the hijacking of our democracy.
So it's exciting to see how everyone is mobilizing people from coast to coast to demand that our Supreme Court remain our court.
With that much at stake, I'm voting no on Judge Barrett's nomination. Thank you for having me here today and for all you've done to support the cause of equal justice under the law.
Remember, this isn't Donald Trump country. It is America's. And yeah, this shouldn't be Donald Trump's judge. It should be yours. But we have the final word. And the final word is this election.
Mitch McConnell and Senate Republicans know that you want to vote before the Senate does. Make sure they know that you do not want your health care terminated by President Trump.
So keep speaking out, keep telling your stories. Know that your voices make a difference, and know that we're going to keep fighting to protect our health care.
Wow, that looks like it really worked. No, Clarence Thomas is going to administer the constitutional oath to Amy Coney Barrett tonight, based on Fox News's reporting. So full steam ahead. The Republicans have the votes necessary to confirm Amy Coney Barrett. And one more point I want to make before I toss to you, Cenk. So remember, Senator Lisa Murkowski had some strong words, no, this is wrong. I think that we should wait until the next president gets elected and that president gets to decide who the next Supreme Court justice to be confirmed should be. And she has changed her tune. So according to NBC News, Senator Murkowski reversed course over the weekend and said that she would vote in favor of the nomination, despite previously voicing opposition to confirming a justice before Election Day. Senator Susan Collins, who is one of the most vulnerable Senate Republicans running for re-election, said that she would vote against Barrett. So Murkowski is a yes, Collins is a no, but it doesn't matter because, as we know, the Senate Republicans have enough votes to confirm Amy Coney Barrett.
Okay, I have a lot to say. First of all, I don't want to criticize the good people who put that together in terms of the progressive groups that were involved. They're trying their best, it's not their fault. But now let me clarify for the Democratic senators involved. There is no such thing as a digital filibuster. That's a made up phrase. Exactly. It's not a thing in law. There's no such thing as a filibuster for Supreme Court justices because Mitch McConnell took it away. Right now, Joe Biden is reluctant to take away the filibuster if the Democrats get the House, the Senate, and the White House. Without taking away the filibuster on legislative issues, the Democrats will get exactly 0 passed. Nothing will be passed. Mitch McConnell took away the Supreme Court filibuster in a second. He did it immediately without any hesitation because he plays hardball. Democrats, meanwhile, are still playing patty cakes. So there is no filibuster. Could they have done anything? Yes. When Amy Coney Barrett was announced, I told you guys there was 5 different legislative maneuvers they could have done to delay the proceedings, and they only needed to delay it by about a week. And here we are, 8 days before the election, and they couldn't even delay it 1 day. not 1 minute, not 1 second, because there are no such things as digital filibusters. There's actually legislative moves. You can go back and watch our videos to get all the details of what they could have done. You know, out of the 5 maneuvers, how many they did? 0. They did absolutely none of them. And so this whole expanding the court, I'll just give you one example. Why was that an idea in the first place? It was so that to tell the Republicans, if you try to put Barrett on the court, okay, then you're going to force us to expand the court. So we're telling you right now, you put her on the court and we're gonna put 4 new people on the court, or 3 or 5 or whatever it is, and it'll be out of our hands because you'll have forced our hands. So don't you dare do it. Instead, they were like, I don't know, we might pack the court later. That's not a political threat. And then what happened? And then since you didn't know what the hell you were doing, and honestly on this one, Joe Biden was totally incompetent, it became a liability. Because no, he never told people why they were thinking of expanding the court. He never actually said it's because you're putting Barrett on the court and you block Garland. So it seemed like out of nowhere, the Democrats want to unfairly pack the court because they suck at this. And I get frustrated because the media is a bunch of fluffers for the Democratic establishment. So are you ever going to point out their epic incompetence? The Democratic leadership couldn't get Merrick Garland on the court, and they had over a year. The Republicans are putting Barrett on the court with a week left before the election. And yet every media person, when you ask them, hey, what do you think of Pelosi and Schumer? They're like, oh, brilliant, master tacticians. Joe Biden, everybody, brilliant, really. The way they constantly give away all of our advantages to the Republicans, they're such geniuses. And then when I criticize them now, people say, wait, Cenk, this is not the time to criticize. When do we criticize? After she's on the court? Well, you know, it's right before the election, and remember what they're saying in the video, vote for me, give me power. To do what? To do what? You just bungled one of the most important issues. Remember what they say, you gotta vote for Democrats because of the Supreme Court. Here they go, screw the Supreme Court. We're not gonna do anything to stop the Supreme Court nomination, but vote for us anyway. Wait a minute, that's the exact opposite of what you've been telling us for decades. And you know the other point of that was not to actually block her, it was to raise money for their own power. Fine, no problem, as long as you use that power to get people on the Supreme Court and to block their nominees. But you don't, because you are historically bad at politics. But yet no one in the media will call them out. Thanks for watching The Young Turks, really appreciate it. Another way to show support is through YouTube memberships. You'll get to interact with us more. There's live chat emojis, badges. You've got emojis of me, Anna, John, JR, so those are super fun. But you also get playback of our exclusive member-only shows and specials right after they air. So all of that, all you gotta do is click that join button right underneath the video. Thank you.